Good evening, VV Nation, and welcome to the channel. It's Monday. It's the first, actually the last trading day of the month, and getting ready to be going into the next quarter. My name is Glenn, Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest. It's the 6 p.m. video. Time for your weekly top 5 picks for both the U.S. and in Canada. Let's get started. So starting with the U.S. market, I always want to start off with market timing. In a live stream today, someone asked, is it still okay to hold stocks right now? And the answer to that is yes. We are coming off of a 3-month high, which occurred on Friday. Today, the market's got a little pullback, but I've got a level of support on the VectorVest composite at $69. Let's just call it $70. We're about 48 cents or so off of that. But all of my major indicators, the buy to sell ratio, MTI, and RT are above the downtrends that we had recently over the last 3 months. So the market is due for a little bit just of a breather. But if we break down below this level of support, then I'd say a little bit more, even this one here sitting at 69.55, that's more of a sign to think about the market starting to pull back. The MTI is not at the level of looking for a top yet, so I think we're going to be okay. So I am going to give you top 5 bullish picks for this week. So that was the market timing. Here are my top 5 weekly picks for the month or the day of 9/30/2024. All of the stocks are up with the exception of Meritage Homes. It's the only one that's in the negative, but the whole idea recently for my 5 picks are safe, undervalued stocks that are rising in price. And we hopefully wanted to be in a rising market. The market may be taking a little bit of a breather. I would wait before I would go buy these stocks. If you're in any of these stocks, I'm going to say it's okay to still hold them right now. Don't panic. They're all buy recommendations. And if I look, a couple of these are not earnings growth rate double digits, but if we're getting to a point where the market's starting to pull back a little bit, that may happen. But the main thing is that they are safe, undervalued stocks rising in price. Let's go take a graph look at these stocks, put them on a 1-year standard graph. There they are. TBBK is relatively new to us. Just about a week or so off of the high. Nice open candle. Be careful of the big wick right here. Going into the next stock, MTH. Bottom left, top right. A little bit more volatile in the move as well, but still undervalued, safe, and rising in price. I'm looking at earnings growth and earnings per share and the sales growth. Next stock, Square. Meets the criteria. It is in an uptrend, but in a channel right now with a level of resistance is sitting at 69.22. Another level sitting at about 73.62. A ways away from the 3-month high. Next one, bottom left, top right. Also in a channel not that far away from its 3-month high, or actually 1-year high. But look at the rising earnings per share, earnings growth, and sales growth. I like this pick. And again, if the mark, wow, look at this, MLI, Mueller. Bottom left, top right, real recently off of the 1-year high. Love everything about it as well. All right, so that's for the U.S. market. Got some fish for you. We're going to track these as we normally do in our portfolio. Go to the next side, which is the Canadian market. Definitely in an uptrend. Bottom left, top right, above the 65-day moving average. MTI above 1, but pulling down. Buy to sell ratio right now is just a tad bit under 1, and RT is still above 1. Now, you know, I have to pick the stocks a little differently in the Canadian market because you are a resource-rich market. So, not all together with the safe undervalued, but if you look at these, most of these stocks have relative values above 1. Earnings growth rate, a couple of them are not double digits. Only 2 of them are. Interesting that Tilray is in the list. I'm looking in the Canadian market. I'm looking at RT going higher, RT and price going higher for 3 days. Let's go look at the unit search that I use. Here we go. Relative timing trending higher for 3 days. Stock growth rate less than the sales growth. So I want the sales growth to be higher than the growth rate, the earnings growth rate. Growth rate is greater than 0, and average volume is only at 50,000 shares. Again, resource-rich market. So let's go back to the viewers. Here are my 5 picks for you. Let's graph these all. Put these on a 1-year graph. New 1-year high on AGF. I like that a lot. RT is spiking up as well, trading at $9.09. This one I'd be a little scary of in regards to the volume on this one, but it has been trending higher. RT has been trending higher for 3 days, and it's only 21 cents. But it met my criteria, all right? It met my criteria. 220 on ECN. Love the move coming off of this low here. Bouncing up, pulled back a little bit. I'd like to see it take out that level of the swing high. Next stock, ACB. ACB and Tilray, the only other two stocks. These stocks have been rising for the last 3 days. Man, again, the Canadian market's a little tougher, but we're going to keep our eyes on these stocks. All right. So those are my top 5 picks for both the U.S. and the Canadian market, looking at their graphs as well. Again, a little different in the way that I'm trying to find the stocks for the Canadian market compared to the U.S. market. I want to go back to the U.S. market real quick. And I want to go look at the portfolio I have set up for it. Top 5 weekly picks. I just sold out of a stock. Harmony Gold just sold out of the portfolio. It was taking a little bit of a loss. I think it was only down about 3%. Overall, this portfolio was up over 3%. Big hit today. Harmony Gold hurt the portfolio. So now I've got to put a new stock in there. Let's go back to the viewers. Which stock is up the most? Let's go see. MLI up 1.23%. I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to add it to my portfolio, and I'm going to put it into top 5 weekly picks. Okay. How much money is in there? Oh, these are about $10,000 a position on a 5-stock portfolio. Spend, let's go put $9,000 and click on next. Open the portfolio now. So now we added a new position, and the stops on these stocks are if the recommendation goes to hold, because these are good quality stocks. I'm giving these stocks a little bit of room. There it is. Let's move over, and 930, it's Mueller at MLI, and that's the new stock added to our portfolio. Equity curve got hit, working on getting it better, but these are the top 5 picks going forward, and all of them are buy recommendations. The stops on these are when the recommendation moves from a buy to a hold. That's it this week, folks. Make sure you tune in every Monday where I give you start off for the week, top weekly picks. Folks, this video is over, and until the next time, see ya.